Spring, 1932. Annabelle took a deep breath and opened the door to join the meeting, where they were already up in arms about a potential scandal to squash.
His devoted fans cannot find out, under any circumstances, that he has another wife out in Kansas who is 20 years his senior. We need to get her out of the picture with a divorce settlement before articles about bigamy start circulating in every Los Angeles newspaper. Now, what would you boys do to redirect the story, if need be?
Nelson Beauregard, the head of MGM's publicity department, noticed his new hire was hovering in the doorway.
Well, come in, Miss Stonewood. You're just in time to jot everything down.
Annabelle flashed her trademark smile and sat at the end of the table full of men who had not stopped talking to acknowledge her presence. Cigarette smoke floating through the air like clouds. She opened her brand-new notebook, positioned her fountain pen, and started scribbling their ideas down.
We give her enough dough, she won't even attempt to oust him. We can strike first and tell the reporters there's a deranged fan going around claiming she's married to him. That way, if she does come forward, she'll look like the loony one. We could play innocent, saying it was a simple misunderstanding, and the divorce papers were lost, so he thought everything was dandy.
Although she didn't know who they were talking about or what to make of it, Annabelle wrote down every single idea thrown out there. It's only once the men had exhausted their schemes for the time being that her new boss thought of making formal introductions.
Where are my manners? Fellas, this is Miss Annabelle Stonewood, our new publicity assistant. She was an extra for a spell, but we poached her. Miss Stonewood, welcome to Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's publicity team.
The team of a dozen men mumbled variations of the word welcome as they sized her up. Most of them appeared to be middle-aged, like Mr. Beauregard, but she noticed a few younger faces as well. The mention of her being an extra seemed to have piqued their interests.
How'd you become an extra, sweetheart?
One of the older men asked boldly, while lighting another cigarette.
Well, don't get me wrong. You have a pretty face, blonde hair, and a swell figure, but do you have connections?
I entered a contest back home and won a spot as an extra on Norma Shearer's last picture, Annabelle explained sweetly. She was used to such silly comments.
I detect a slight drawl. Let's see here. Are you from Kentucky?
Another chimed in.
No. Missouri.
No, I'm from Galveston, Texas, she said proudly. I used to do beauty pageants. The moment the word pageant left her lips, she regretted it. A wave of obvious snickering followed, but she kept her composure. After all, it was better they heard it from her than through the grapevine.